Hello, group. Welcome to Action Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. I found a new favorite group. There's other favorite groups I have, but this is my new favorite group, the Devils. Devils got it, with an apostrophe. Okay? No apostrophe in the band name, apostrophe in the album title. Devils got it. But there's a big but coming in. Okay? This is a good record. Don't be confused. This is nice. It's cool. But not as cool as what they did before this. This is their American United States debut. This is their first record in the States. Most of my audience is around the world, YouTube tells me. So many of you may have heard of the Devils before. I haven't. This record is not the Devils you know, per se. This is a covers record. And it's a blues, soul, gospel covers record. If you know the Devils, you're going, what the hell? Don't get me wrong. It's well done. I like it. Guitar gets squawky and noisy at times. And Erica Switchblade, I gotta not love a band fronted by the female drummer Erica Switchblade. Mr. and Mrs. Switchblade should be very proud of their daughter. And Gianni Blacula, Mr. and Mrs. Blacula, is that Italian surnames? I don't think so. I don't think I've been that asleep. This is an Italian duo, Erica and Gianni. Also apparently known as Lazy, according to one reference I've found. So it's a duo in the White Stripes. Whoever, duos are popular now. But unlike a lot of those, these guys squat. This is their promo. This is their PR. Chaos. Yeah. Primitive, wild, loud, sin, sex, and rock and roll. 2024, 2016, 2024? Yes. 2025 in this? No. Gospel. And she does it straight. Gospel is the first song. God's got it. And it's straight. That's not sin, sex, and rock and roll. No. This is not sin, sex, and rock and roll. Is it garage rock? Yes. I'll give it that. But it's soul. And it's blues. What kind of blues? We're talking, confer my notes, Muddy Waters blues. Wizards of the South Side blues. great compilation if you don't have it. I need to get this on CD, actually. I think I blew it. I had an opportunity and blew it. Some Muddy Waters. I don't think Muddy Waters is on this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's one song I really liked that I saved. You got to take sick and die some of these days. That's Muddy Waters. Right? I got I got Howlin' Wolf in my hand. They're now all the same, Mr. May. Yes. The songs I really liked. Lonely for You Baby, which has a video. Erica has her clothes, she has a pantsuit on. She's not necessarily a pantsuit sort of woman before this album. It's a nice, Lonely for You Baby. And no, that isn't what they were doing, because I had to investigate. Because, I didn't know these people from Adam. Okay? And so this is my introduction to the Devils. And it's nice. I like it. Border Love. Okay, I did choose to keep 3 of these songs. Lonely for You Baby with the video. You Got to Take Sick and Die Some of These Days. That's Muddy Waters. And Shade Tree Mechanic, which is a C.C. Hill song. Quite tasty song there. A little suggestive for Erica to sing, but then Erica has done more suggestive in the last 8-9 years. 10 is a 10th anniversary with this record, and it's a very good blues soul record done as garage rock. Guitar does squeal here and there, not always. It's faithful covers of the original blues soul songs. Blues soul is not my jam. Blues, yes, some blues. In a recent video, I said I'm not into blues, and it's true. But if you're talking 50, Bo Diddley and Wizards of the South Side, yeah, I have a modest blues collection of pretty much happier blues, okay? But, after 1970, no, Eric Clapton and who else am I supposed to remember? No, yuck. White blues? No, not necessarily my jam. I was trying, and soul, nothing. Because I try to put some examples to put you in the mood of what I'm talking about behind me. No soul. Funkadelic, early Funkadelic had some soul to it. Also some early Parliament, before it became a funk band. It was more of a soul outfit. That I really like. But, no, I don't have Otis Redding and start naming names. No, it's not found here. I got a lot of stuff. None of that. And one song I want to mention, because I didn't realize it was, like I believe I mentioned, I didn't realize this was a covers record. I didn't know these songs. Okay, this is what they write. Fine. Why they call themselves the Devils and call themselves Erica Switchblade? Why not? Okay, I didn't show that. Okay, I gotta do you act. But Help Me Through the Day, I knew that song. I knew that was a cover. And I guess the original hit was Freddie King. But I know it from Whitesnake. Love Hunter. Forgive my You'll Act of censorship. It's on there, a Leon Russell song. What artist? I want to meet the model. Of course, the model is a grandmother by now. I still want to see how that tuba holds up. Those of you who know the Love Hunter cover, yes. Lovely piece of artwork. So, I'm confused. I was confused. I spent my day with these 9 songs, 25 minutes, and it is on YouTube, but let me warn you, when I first logged on to YouTube to check out Devil's Got It, it wasn't there at first. The 9 individual songs were there as singles. So that's how I had to listen to it. I had to listen to each one of the songs and go back. And of course, YouTube was trying to insert another band in between. I was now allowed to listen to it as one cell listen as a record. And so I was going to Bandcamp, and Bandcamp was being a pain in my butt. It didn't give me the first 2 songs of the record. I can listen to the 3rd through the 9th song. Okay. And I went to Spotify. And I've said before, Spotify is a pain in my butt. I try not to go to Spotify whatsoever. Okay, Spotify, you have the record, give me the record. And it's giving me everything but the record. And it's giving me other bands too, and it's like, what the hell? Whatever. So it was when I'm preparing to tape, wherever you record, to be precise, I'm doing my homework. And my homework tells me this is a covers record. And I heard some older Devil songs, and boy, it's quite different than the blues and soul here. What the heck's going on? Well, as I said, I found a new favorite band. These are my notes. And I didn't listen to the prior records. I just skipped through for the fun album titles. Sin You Sinner. I'm in. Excuse me. That's the title song of an EP. Sin You Sinner. Shaking Satan's Balls. Got to gauge your balls somewhere. Okay. Coitus Interruptus from a Priest. Those 3 on Sin You Sinner. I like, they're largely instrumental. It's not really a developed lyric song often. But those are cool. And then there was the devil. Now, I'm going to list. Here, I got to articulate. If you have it appears now I can get to the record by typing in Devil's Got You. Okay? So you can get this record apparently, like I couldn't this morning and afternoon. Of course, that only happened after I subscribed to the YouTube Devils channel, whatever. Okay, I subscribed to the Devils. And then it gave me everything. And that was cool. That's a fun band before this record. In 23, they released a live record. The Devils live at Maximum Festival. And Erica, mind you, Erica has clothes on, but she was not in a ladylike posture. Leave it at that. Good posture for a certain kind of doctor. I had to say this song. It's in my YouTube faves. Put Your Devil Into My Ass. It could have been a polka. I'm saving that song. And the live record has Coitus Interruptus from a priest and shaking Satan's balls. And other songs with more confessional song titles. Another album, the album from last year. Let the World, maybe some water will help. Let the World Burn Down. It was their 2024 offering last year. And they had some cool videos that went with that record. That was interesting. Another record, Beast Must Regret Nothing. Let me try that again. Beast Must Regret Nothing from 2021. I forgot to put down I think it's the 2017 record, Iron Butt. Yes, indeed. And that was where you get put your devil into my rear end. And then you found the videos. They got a number of videos. Define is the Illusion, which I believe came from last year. Till Life Do Us Part. Real Man, where Erica is dressed. She's dressed, but it's see-through. She's talking about her desire for a real man. And Killer's Kiss, which has it might be a lot of Italian films. This is an Italian band. Killer's Kiss. A lot of kissing. Warning, some same-sex kissing as well. Male and female. So don't be square if you watch the video for Killer's Kiss, all right? I saved all that stuff. That's in my YouTube phase. I don't want to hear this again. And I want to investigate all of this. And if I get the opportunity, buy some of it. But this is their American debut. So this is probably the only thing I'd be able to buy. And it's the earlier stuff is what the PR says. Primitive, wild, loud, sin, sex, and rock and roll. And chaos. Hell yeah. All of that. It's wonderful stuff. I loved it. I love it. This isn't that. Does this mean that the Devils are trying to change? Change their approach, their image? Can't tell you. You have to wait for the next record, maybe next year. And it's okay if they do. I'm making it clear. I do like this record. But it isn't why I decided I love the band. This is like. The other stuff is love. But then we established I'm a sick puppy. I like noise. I like chaos in my music. I want fun. This is not as much fun. There's some fun to this. But no. It's not risque lyrics. There's some squawking, noisy guitar here, but not excessively. It is basically loyal to the original songs to a great extent. Not that I've heard the originals, but I could easily see this isn't that far away from the originals. So, if they want to change, I mentioned the unladylike posture of Erica on the cover of the live record 2 years ago. Young women that behave like a sex pot. Let's use that word today. And they like to be sexy for the audience. And that's fine on the stage. But then it gets risky when you leave the stage. Young ladies need security when they leave the stage and leave where the concert is, and need secure living arrangements so that confused men who don't understand that no means no, even if a young lady performs in a certain manner. You know, I appreciate that a woman can choose to behave in this fashion at the beginning and may want to change her image and change how they perform later and be more respectable, because it can be dangerous to give that image to the public with certain men that don't understand it's an act and that they're not necessarily wanted just because of their gender. So if Erica wants to change and wear pantsuits and sing nice songs, all for that. You do what you want to do. Okay? I just discovered all the other records before this. And I understand, they may not be making $1 million a year where they can hire security to protect Erica. And that's understandable. What's the young lady? Tori Amos, of course, learned the hard way what I'm referring to. Before she became famous, when she was trying to be a six-pot hard rock singer, she learned the hard way. In exactly the way you're afraid for your daughter. Learning the consequences of having a six-pot image. So, and there's another example, and I forget the name of the band. A friend of Joan Jett's. So, if this pretends that the Devils want to be a more respectable or even commercial venture in the States and worldwide, fine. And maybe this is an indication of the change they want to make. And it's okay. I hope, just selfishly, that they revert back to the fun I discovered today from their prior records in the prior 9 years of their existence. I hope so. I enjoy the dickens out of that. It is everything the hype says. Chaos, garage rock, noise, sin, sex, and rock and roll. Damn straight. You see the plasmatics behind me. Yes. I like some sleaze. And that's okay. If they want to change and be more respectful, fine. I enjoy the band regardless of what they choose to do. The music is good in this direction. I love what they were doing before. And I just discovered it because of this pretty darn good record. Okay? So, remember what I said. You can find it on YouTube, but I had to dig. Okay? Well, it didn't just pop up automatically. Hopefully, it will pop up for you. Okay? I will leave in the comments the titles of the EPs and the albums they've produced so far. So you can type it in, and hopefully it will pop up on YouTube. You can listen to it and see what you think. It did not pop up for me today until just before I recorded today. And this has been out, I think it's supposed to have been out for a short while. So, I believe I got this because a new edition of the final records came out recently. So, go find the Devils. Enjoy. You like blues with a little bit of squealy guitar and great female vocals? The Devils got it. It's a great record. You want sin, sex, and rock and roll, scrolling chaos. Find the rest of it that I mentioned, and I'll put it in the comments so you can find that as well. And of course, Google. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. ring the notification bell, leave a comment, listen to the Devils. The Devils got it. Tell us what you think, because you have to understand my approach. This is not a overview, well, it became an overview to a point of the Devils' career, okay? But I always intend just to talk about this record and the heck with anything before it, because that's the point. You know, I'm not here to compare. You know, it's unfair to compare. You know, listen to a record, you enjoy the record. You may enjoy another record by them more, but do you enjoy this record? That's the point. Do you enjoy the record we're talking about? I enjoy this record. Oh, killer, no filler. It's a good record. But, and I've only touched upon a few tracks of their prior records. So, you know, I can't absolutely endorse the prior records. But in just poking around with the provocative album song titles, oh yeah, fun stuff. Come back here for the latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic legacy bands. Remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. Only 10 years we've had the Devils, okay? It's pretty fresh. And have fun with your music. If you like blues and soul, this is fun. But boy, you like some sleaze and provocative things. Oh, the stuff before this. And be careful, there's other bands called the Devils. So, as I said, I'm going to put the EP and album titles in the comments. There's other. What was it? Like a samba band? It's like. There's some song, Let's Go Belgium, and there was some tech synth thing, and it's like, I don't think this is the same band, Mr. May. So there's other bands with, you know, mention Devils and whatever. So gotta be precise in when you're looking for the Devils from Italy. She sings a song in impeccable English. Isn't it just fine? Great. Good for me. I like it when they sing in English. It's good for me. So that's what I got. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.